Hey, how's it going, man?
Good, man. Good. How are you, Sash?
Good, good. Went for the old plain background today, so as you can tell, not as high tech, but
Yeah,
surviving.
that's right. We want to get this video to you guys before the Champions League because it's going to be some exciting games. Tomorrow, we have we have Real. Yeah, that's right, versus Chelsea.
Yep.
So what are your immediate thoughts here, Sash?
Medium thoughts is Hazard facing his old team. Mateo
Oh, that's
Kovacic,
right.
maybe if he's fit. Actually, I don't know. I don't know Kokovic. So, but big will be Hazard versus his old team. I think that's going to be what takes the headlines. So straight
Hmm.
off that, Zizou Champions League. We know his form. We know how he is. So, what are your overall thoughts?
Yeah, I
Going,
mean, yeah, good point. And you didn't touch on Tuchel. Tuchel coming off a Champions League final. So he definitely knows the big stage as well. And these are two teams that have struggled early on in the season and have recently changed form and really started doing much better in their domestic competitions. Real coming up to second, they were down like 20 points at one point on Atlético, and Chelsea were down as well, and they had new management, so clearly a lot of change. And since mid-January when Tuchel took over, they only had two tough games, right? Uh, one versus West Bromwich or whatever that team is, where they lost 5-2. That was unfortunate. And one versus Porto when they lost 1-0, but they won on aggregate anyways. And besides that, I mean, Chelsea's won or tied every single game
yep.
for over 4 months now. So they're in really good form. Um, what I'm gonna think of when I see this game is really gonna be Chelsea playing defensively and trying to maintain a strong defense. They've had many clean sheets recently, and only scoring one or two goals. They have a 1-0 win for like 6 games in the last, I don't know how many, since Tuchel took over, and then 2-0 times as well. So this is really the two popular score lines they always end up with. They just don't
Mhm.
concede and they score one or two, and that's the story of Chelsea recently. And on the other side, we have Real Madrid, and they're just struggling to find a net right now. But before then, they're a much more aggressive team, attacking style. We have Benzema, we have Vinicius Jr. doing really well, and they look like much more threatening on the attack than they are concise defensively. So it's definitely for me going to be in Real Madrid's attack versus Chelsea's defense, and we'll see who is stronger.
100%. And to take away, we got three very experienced midfielders for Real Madrid that have each gone through the Champions League stage. I think almost half the team that plays for Real Madrid have all been also previous winners. So big takeaway, I guess, is that we still unsure if Cruz picked up a knock, if he's going to be playing. So that would be a big loss. But injury list to kind of give people an idea of what both teams are facing. Kokovic only for Chelsea.
Hmm.
And big takeaways for Real Madrid. Mendy is out. Ramos is still out. Valverde is out. And Lucas Vazquez is still injured. So a couple key players off the starting 11 that are going to be maybe missed. We'll see. I believe a big takeaway a lot of people have been talking about is Zidane going to play three in the back or four in the back. He's going to have to get that right because we know this pacey players that Chelsea have. So I don't know if it's Mount or Pulisic or Kai or Warner who's going to be starting, but however, Zidane's going to have to play his defense. He's going to have to be really aware of the pacey players that he's going to be coming up against.
Hmm.
So, big takeaway for me is that back four line. And then I think Chelsea, on the other hand, needs to really know and control that mid because we all know what happens if those midfielders from Real Madrid get going. There's no
Yeah.
stopping Casemiro.
Whoever controls the midfield controls the game, right? That's that famous saying. And
Yep.
Real Madrid's midfielders are no strangers to that. They might just run right. Casemiro might just stop all Mount's attacks going forwards, and then once we get the ball down to Modric or Cruz, then it's looking real scary with what they can create in the midfield. When you have Benzema as a striker, Vinicius Jr. as I mentioned earlier, so Yeah, I think it's going to be tough, and I think Azpilicueta's lack of pace right now is going to be extremely detrimental, especially against Vinicius Jr. So yeah, it's a lot going on right now. It's going to be a very tough semifinals. What are your predictions for the score?
So my predictions is, oh, this one's a really tough one.
This
I
one's
can't
tough,
even,
yeah.
I honestly can't even think, but going off straight away, I'm gonna put 1-0 Real. Unfortunately, I think Real's gonna take it at the fact that they're also playing at home. I know there's not a big, huge difference nowadays with the home advantage, but I think Real's gonna win 1-0, and it's gonna be a pretty close game, definitely. So that's my take. How about you?
So are you saying 1-0 over the two legs, or just 1-0 for next game?
1-0 just for this game.
Okay, now we're going over two legs. Who's winning this over two legs?
Oh, you want to do two legs?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Who's winning this and going into
Okay.
the finals?
In the finals, then I'm gonna say 2-1 Chelsea.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, what a big switch. Why the switch up?
I think Chelsea just right now has more hunger. They haven't tasted Champions League in a long time. Big players missed from what's it called? Real Madrid in the back line. I think they're gonna look really, really weak. This is not Liverpool they're playing. They're playing a informed Chelsea team that is got some young, fast players that want to show the world what they're capable of doing. Madrid coming off two slumpy games, 0-0 and 1-1. I honestly think that Chelsea's going to just, with the coach Tuchel, he's going to get them in line and they're going to win on aggregate. And yeah, that's going to be my overall predictions. But 1-0 in Real for tomorrow. And I'm going to
Wow,
get
and a 2-0 then.
yes, I think 2-0.
Wow, that's a deep dive analysis. I'm not going to go that deep. I think I'm just gonna give it to Real over the two legs. I'm not sure if it's going to be, I think maybe it might be a tie tomorrow, maybe 1-1, but I think Real takes it over the two legs. I think, Real's magic has always been there in the later rounds of the Champions League, and they have something special. They have the experience, they have the knowledge, and they know how to close out these games. I know the front three of Chelsea right now aren't as experienced. They're younger players, and I'm not sure if they know and if they can handle that type of pressure right now. So I'm gonna give it to Real, and yeah, well, I mean, we'll see who's right after this one. I think I'm up in predictions right now. The Copa del Rey.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We haven't been keeping track, so maybe
maybe you guys can keep track for us, keep us accountable in the comment section below. But tell us who you guys think is winning this one and will be in the finals.
Sounds good. So don't forget, if you like our content, guys, don't ever forget to hit that subscribe and like button. But we'll catch you guys on the next episode for the other Champions League game that will be on Wednesday. Catch us then. For now.
Breeze out. Oh my God, I have like nothing left.